LeBron running the offense, there was rhythm.
Rhythm. You can feel it, people feel it. Rhythm. You can feel it, people feel it. Rhythm.
There was rhythm. There was flow. There was rhythm. There was flow. There was rhythm. There was flow.
Rhythm. Rhythm is a dancer. Rhythm. Rhythm is a dancer. Rhythm.
I got to say this about LeBron. His understanding of the game it's so extra.
You can feel it, people feel it. You can feel it, people feel it.
His total understanding of what his team needs from him.
I always said to you is he was always able to do more with less.
Yeah.
That's just when he
Than anyone ever.
Yeah.
Rhythm is a dancer. It's a source companion. Rhythm is a dancer. It's a source companion. Rhythm. You can feel it, people feel it. Rhythm.
I got blown by it, led to a 3 for the other team.
Rhythm.
James for Hachimura.
Rhythm.
James trailing the play. Knock away by Smith with 10 to shoot.
Rhythm.
Offense has been disjointed in this third quarter.
Rhythm.
After smooth sailing in the first half, another turnover.
Rhythm.
James lob it upstairs and knocked away by Shepard. He was
Rhythm.
The feel for nope, I got to take it to the hoop.
LeBron. James stumbling. Knock away. James trying to get it back. Shepard jumps on top of it.
His total understanding.
Not know why. Way too early to be trying to run the clock out.
Rhythm.
Stumble by James and the steal.
His total understanding of what his team needs from him.
Pump fake. The bounce is errant. And James is out of bounds with 3.9.
What his team needs from him. What his team needs from him.
Meanwhile, LeBron James has missed his last 3 from the floor.
His total understanding of what his team needs. The feel for nope, I got to take it to the hoop. What his team needs from him. The feel for nope, I got to take it to the hoop. He knows he needs to bring the whole group along, and it's
It's getting kind of hectic. 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 It's getting kind of hectic.
If we are complimenting people for load managing in the playoffs, while another person is saying, wow, you could play for 5 more years, guess what? Sign me up. I'll play for 10 more years, which will put me into my 60s. But the way these guys play, I can do it.
AOH here, and I made the mistake of listening to some of the other content creators today who included sound bites that have me in a rage. I'm going to talk about sound bites that I heard on the basketball show and on Uncommon Sense, and I'm already angry that I have to waste time explaining how disgusting and absurd this stuff is. And I know that they've already tried, but I have some things to add.
LeBron running the offense, there was rhythm, there was flow. He was okay. Did he get back on defense every time? No, he's 67 years old.
Joe Louis was 75 years old when he fought. I don't know how old he was, but he got his ass whipped.
He's 67 years old.
Joe Louis 137 years old. 137 years old.
I'm 41 years old.
Age 41 and in his 23rd season.
I'm 41 years old. Of course, I am 41.
So in this segment, they talk about a lot of different things that ends with Rich Paul saying that LeBron James could play another 5 years, people. He says LeBron James could play another 5 years for a 28-year career, and that fans shouldn't be so quick to try and push LeBron out of the league. People, you're going to regret that.
All right. First, shout out to Uncommon Sense for that intro and his edits and for putting this together. And I spliced a couple of pieces together there, and we're going to come back to that. But first, let's go and listen to the other sound bite that goes right along with this.
If you could have load management in the playoffs, I think that's what it would look like.
Right.
LeBron James in the first 3 games of this series, averaging 41 minutes a game. He had an outstanding game 3 in overtime, made huge plays down the stretch. He was also averaging 19 shots a game. He only took 9 in this one. So it just kind of shows you that while he was, of course, still on the court, physically still there, you saw him running offense from the top and not really engaging much in it after that. He was playing point guard. You see him taking some of these kind of hero ball threes later on in the game. But early on, you can see that this wasn't going to be a game where he was going to throttle down. And I think it's important that he does this because you get 2 days off. Game 5 is Wednesday. He has given you everything you need to win this series by Wednesday in 5.
Exactly right.
Okay, besides the softness, the patheticness, the embarrassingness, the lack of leadership, the excuses, let's also talk about the inaccuracies. LeBron James is only averaging 40 minutes a game because of one overtime game. He played 38, 39, 33, and 40. But then there was another 5 minutes tacked onto that. So let's not make it sound like he's actually playing 40 minutes a night. And then he just said you have 2 days off. Sunday night until Wednesday night. I'm sorry, that's 3 days. All Monday and all Monday night. All Tuesday and all Tuesday night. And then all of Wednesday. That's a lot of rest, man. How do you need to load manage when you have that much time in between games? And now I need to check myself because I made it sound like, well, 3 is where we draw the limit. You know, like 2 full days, 2 full nights, and another day. Like the extra day was where we went too far? No. Even the 2 days before the extra day was too much. I mean, these guys are spoiled brats. Okay, let's go back to Uncommon Sense for a minute.
LeBron running the offense, there was rhythm, there was flow. He was okay. Did he get back on defense every time? No, he's 67 years old.
Joe Louis was 75 years old when he fought. I don't know how old he was, but he got his ass whipped.
Max Kellerman just skyrocketed to the top of the list of people who need their asses whipped this week. Number 1, Max Kellerman is teaching whichever gullible, influenceable people at home are listening that as long as you have an excuse, you can load manage. No, you're on the court. You have teammates. You have a responsibility to your teammates. If you're too old to be on the floor, get off the floor. Period. Why did he have to jump to 67 years old? When LeBron was 35, they started calling him 40. Now that he's 40, he's jumped all the way to 67. Why do these guys always have to exaggerate and exaggerate badly to make their points if they're a good point? I bring this up all the time. You know, if you have a good point, you shouldn't have to falsify the information. And before this, he wouldn't even admit how bad LeBron's defense was. He was too busy shitting on Luka and Reeves. I don't know if he got called out enough. I don't know if he heard some noise. But now that he has to admit that LeBron James is absolutely dreadful on defense, his way of dealing with that is to provide an excuse. And months ago, when we were dealing with this with Kellerman the first time, I said something to the effect of, well, Luka's fat and white. That's an excuse. You know, why is that not an acceptable excuse? Why do you magically get to take anything surrounding LeBron James and say, here, you have to accept his performance on the floor because of this, but you don't do that for other people? Like, what if one of the Lakers, what if JJ Redick put a one-legged guy on the floor and he just couldn't keep up with everyone else? Do we get to stand around saying, yeah, but, you know, he only had one leg? Well, does that change the outcome of the game? I know that's very different, and yet it kind of puts it into perspective. If LeBron James was in fact 67, what are you going to do? Sit here and say, well, he's 67. No, he shouldn't be on the damned floor, just like he shouldn't be on the floor now. But if you're going to provide excuses for his poor performance on the floor, now we fast forward to praising him for load managing. You can't have both.
If you could have load management in the playoffs, I think that's what it would look like.
Right.
LeBron James in the first 3 games of this series, averaging 41 minutes a game. He had an outstanding game 3.
Okay, notice, of course, that he didn't include game 4. That works out great for someone who's trying to glaze LeBron, since LeBron only played 33 minutes in that game. But he didn't even get the first 3 games right. Even with the 5-minute overtime added, LeBron was still at 40.6, not 41. And what am I even talking about here? Who cares about 40.6 versus 41? My point is that this guy is going out of his way to find angles to make LeBron James sound better than he is.
An outstanding game 3.
LeBron James did not have an outstanding game 3, as this guy just said. Now, you would think that he did, with all the headlines and whatnot. What matters the most? You know, when the game matters the most. LeBron James was absolute dog shit in overtime. Like, the Lakers had to win despite LeBron James in overtime. LeBron James was 0 for 3. He chucked up 2 3-pointers. Of course, he didn't make any. Didn't have any free throws. Had 1 rebound, 1 assist. He had a turnover in overtime. How do you award him positive 4 points? Let's go to the 4th period. Somehow LeBron James got praised for this 4th period. He made 1 out of 3 3-pointers. He had 4 turnovers. My God, 4 turnovers in the 4th period in a close game. Oh my God. This guy should have been raked over the coals, not praised. Look at the shot chart. Of course, the only other shots that he made were inside the paint, like right there next to the rim, as usual. LeBron James is dog shit.
LeBron running the offense, there was rhythm, there was flow.
Yeah, that's a good still frame to stay on as we talk about that. Oh my God. Every single time that LeBron James was out this season, the Lakers looked better. They didn't just look better. They looked better for the very reasons that Kellerman is claiming LeBron James brings to the table. Nope. The chemistry, the flow, the rhythm, those all magically appear when LeBron is gone. I just started breaking down this game, and hey, what do you know? LeBron provided me with a nice little example to put up on the screen. Nothing says chemistry like your teammate setting a screen for you to just catch and chuck and brick. What'd Kellerman call it? Rhythm? How about rhythm on defense? This is right afterward. Holding that defense together. Very next play, look at LeBron creating chemistry. Rhythm. Yep, That difficult one-on-one was thanks to LeBron. Let's take a look. If you don't believe me, here we are rewinding and look at LeBron's nonchalant ass walking up the court. I mean, Marcus Smart could not have made that layup without LeBron's nonchalant walking. Now, let me guess, since we live on planet excuses and these damned commentators just provided LeBron James fanboys with yet another excuse, I'm guessing you're going to say that this is the game that he was load managing, as if that would ever be an acceptable thing to do in a regular season game or a playoff game. Okay, so if this is the excuse you're going to go with, I'd better not be able to find him acting like this in any other game. Right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'm going to combine two topics into making one point. We're talking about LeBron James's shooting percentage, and I often point out that the only reason his poor shooting percentage is even as high as it is because of the number of layups and dunks and uncontested shots and alley-oops that he gets to enjoy. And we're going to combine that with rhythm and flow and chemistry. Marcus Smart is orchestrating the offense more beautifully than LeBron James. And Marcus Smart doing a better job of orchestrating the offense leads to LeBron James's easy buckets. Stop being impressed by Max Kellerman's lies, because it's just as easy to go and show that other people do what Max Kellerman claims LeBron does and claims that it's unique with LeBron. The things he's complimenting LeBron James for are actually just observations of basic basketball. This is what anyone who plays basketball should do and should be able to do. It's not special. It's not amazing. It's not unique. It's what the point guard or small forward or whoever you're going to give the credit of orchestrating should be able to do in junior effing high. Otherwise, you don't play that position. Otherwise, you're not on the floor. Stop being impressed with these ridiculous compliments about basic basketball. That's the first part. Now continue to the fact that he's not even actually doing that. LeBron James usually destroys the offense. Yeah, it doesn't always end badly. But again, it's not because he actually did anything amazing.
He has given you everything you need to win this series by Wednesday in 5.
He's given them everything that they need? Come on, man. He's been terrible. Like I said, he hit 1 3-pointer. The rest of it was him trying to lose the game. I mean, he looked like he was trying to lose the game. That's how bad he was. You're like, is this real? And then the Rockets looked like they were trying to lose the game. Like the Rockets were trying to lose that game. And LeBron James was so bad that the Rockets almost won anyway. The arrogance level of Max Kellerman and Rich Paul just put them over the top for me. Like, I can't stand them. Max Kellerman is simply lying with arrogance, lying with confidence. Weak-minded people will sit there and hear him and think, wow, that's impressive. Yeah, if any of it was effing true. LeBron has been outplayed by his teammates this entire series. He's had a play here and there. And of course, you all know that he's had a good play here and there because that's all you get shown. In the meantime, he's the only reason that the Rockets are even in this series. LeBron's teammates are literally outplaying him. And as terrible as the Rockets have been, after Game 4, you look back at Game 3 and you realize this should be 2-2. All this talk about LeBron being the GOAT for beating a shitty team in the first round, and you realize there's a really good chance they shouldn't even beat this shitty team because of LeBron James. You can't blame Marcus Smart. You can't blame Rui Hachimura. You can't blame DeAndre Ayton. You can't blame Luke Kennard. Let's go back to Rick Bucher's quote that declarations are actually confessions when LeBron James makes them. Well, this applies to Kellerman and Rich Paul and the rest of them also. Once again, they state that no one has done more with less, and the exact opposite is true. No one has done less with more. In fact, this current roster is so stacked that even with the stars injured, the bench are outperforming LeBron James. Marcus Smart has basically been playing hero ball, even rescuing LeBron James from his own mistakes. When someone says that playoff load management is a good idea, wow, what dark times are we in? This person immediately dismissed the rest of the team, dismissed the interests of the rest of the team, dismissed NBA history, dismissed what NBA analysts usually say during the playoffs. You end it. You don't give the other team hope. You keep your foot on their throats. How do you think LeBron's teammates feel, especially after what I said about their performances and how hard they work on defense while LeBron James is on vacation on defense? You think they want to keep playing more? You think they want to extend the series? LeBron's teammates are working their asses off while LeBron James is getting praise for load managing. We're beyond me having to show you that LeBron load manages. Now that it's so bad that it's undeniable, they just twist it around and tell you that it's a good thing. Ending the series early is the best form of load management. But there's also the reasons that I just gave. And if you've been watching my channel for years, you know that this isn't actually new behavior. This isn't special behavior. This isn't playoff behavior, which pretty weird that someone turning things down in the playoffs could ever be complimented. But let's move past that insanity for a moment and get back to what I was about to say, which is that I coined the phrase 2 years ago, on-court load management. LeBron James load manages while he's on the floor. And that was 2 years ago when I finally said that out loud and started including it in the videos. This guy is always finding ways to take breaks. In fact, it may be 2 years ago already that Colin Cowherd started trying to convince people that bad defense is smart defense. Lazy defense is just him being intelligent. Not getting back is smart. And you freaking weak-minded LeBronite said, oh yeah, that makes sense. Max Kellerman with the LeBron has this uncanny understanding of knowing what his team needs from him. Does that include load management? His team needs him to load manage on the floor? My God, people, this is so insane that I'm really upset that I'm actually having to talk you through this. No one ever in an interview, unless the Clutch Sports media are sitting there with their guns, will ever say, yeah, you know exactly what we needed from our fifth teammate was for him to fucking do nothing. You know what we really needed? We needed him to turn the ball over 8 times and chuck up a bunch of stupid shots, shoot 22%, only have the shooting percentage up to 22% because of our hustle in getting him the ball in easy scoring situations. Yeah, he made 1 3 when it mattered. He made 1 3 when it mattered. And let's erase all the bad that he's done and ignore all the good that his teammates have done. The only thing that's happened in this series was LeBron making 1 3. We all watched it happen. We all know the reality that the Lakers get happy when LeBron James is out with a fake injury, even when they are facing tougher opponents, and still beat those tougher opponents with him gone. And they beat those opponents with smiles on their faces because they are actually enjoying rhythm for the first time. LeBron James's version of rhythm is stopping the ball, turning his ass to the basket against a smaller defender, backing, using up the shot clock, and then passing to somebody at the last minute if he needs a bailout, or flailing in the air against the smaller defender, praying that the refs will bail him out. I shouldn't say praying, I should say expecting, because it's more often than not what's going to happen. And if they don't, you can expect to see LeBron James's hands in the air, or him pointing at the ref, or him screaming at the ref. And a lot of the times, that's even when they do blow the whistle for him, he's still complaining. These guys already said it on their channels, but I'm going to repeat it. We keep lowering the standards, keep lowering the expectations for players, while simultaneously acting impressed that they can play for longer. So you're making the job easier while saying, wow, how are you doing this job? I'm going to talk about myself again, because I am old, I am white, I'm not particularly tall, I can't dunk, but I can hustle. I can hustle and I can try hard, and I can keep myself in good cardiovascular conditioning, and I can do exactly what my team wants me to do. Ladies and gentlemen, LeBron James doing this at age 41 isn't shit. Number one, even if he was playing hard all the time, doing that at age 41 is not insane, especially with these guys getting 3 days off in between games. His teammates already don't get to do shoot-arounds because of him. Now they have to play a longer series, supposedly because of LeBron James's on-court load management. I don't even know if I'm going to believe that one. Sounds like a convenient excuse for how terrible he was. Kind of like 2011. They came up with this hypothesis that LeBron intentionally blew 2011 because he didn't want Dwayne Wade to get the finals MVP. My God, which one is the worse reality? Because they're both terrible. He actually was that bad, or he was pretending to be that bad because of some fickle, self-centered motivation. And that's where we are again. Load managing in the playoffs, when your team, your teammates, your coach would much rather just end the series, is a fickle, self-centered, ridiculous excuse, which I don't even buy. Like I said, he doesn't look different to me. These analysts have been feeding you an illusion this entire season about LeBron James adjusting, LeBron James changing his game, this, that, and the other thing. Show me where it's changed. Show me where it's changed, people. Even the taking the back seat thing, which indeed he did, except that it doesn't look any different. It doesn't look any different. The dude has been throwing the ball to a teammate, standing to his left and walking away, and that being his offensive contribution, for years. And then every now and then he'll decide, oh, I'm going to charge the hoop, which is the only move he has, by the way. Head down, straight line, get bailed out. Which basically means not only does he rest on defense, he rests most offensive possessions until he decides that he wants to get his, or at least try to get his.
He has given you everything you need to win this series by Wednesday in 5.
He's given them everything that they need? Come on, man. He's been terrible. Like I said, he hit 1 3-pointer. The rest of it was him trying to lose the game. I mean, he looked like he was trying to lose the game. That's how bad he was. You're like, is this real? And then the Rockets looked like they were trying to lose the game. Like the Rockets were trying to lose that game, and LeBron James was so bad that the Rockets almost won anyway. You get these lying, dishonest, paid off sycophants saying this crap, and you have people who don't know better, or who don't bother to think it through, or who don't bother to watch or apply critical thinking, and they're like, wow, oh, that's a good point. LeBron's done his part. He's played so well. He's gotten him this far. No, he hasn't. This is a recurring theme throughout his career. LeBron James is terrible. We'll just tell the world that he was great. Or blame his teammates. LeBron was great and everyone else sucked. Even though, going all the way back to the beginning of his career, you can break this down and show that that wasn't true. His teammates have always been way better than the media has portrayed them to be. And, you know, the never-ending disrespect that is shown to these NBA athletes the second they become LeBron James's teammates. And the fact that that just keeps happening and happening and happening, and no one says anything about it. Like, you can't disrespect other people's teammates because that's not cool. That's hating on the league. That's hating on the players. That's the media bringing down the NBA. Oh, but when it's LeBron's teammates, you can just shit all over people, even though they are outperforming him. Like I said, these guys have their own thoughts. I'm trying not to repeat too much of what they already said. Go watch their shows because they're the ones who put these clips together in the first place. I'm curious if the turnovers are included in the load management. Like, you want to make an excuse about the reduction in shot attempts. Okay. And how about the increase in turnovers? Like, is being sloppy with the ball part of load management? I'm guessing somehow Max Kellerman will say yes. Absolutely nothing is LeBron James's fault. Basketball Show states that there's a trend showing that LeBron James is getting tired. He's getting worse with each game. Well, I'm calling from Sunday to Wednesday, 3 days, and that's more than enough time for him to fly down to the Balco clinic in his own jet, and he can load his own bed onto it, or duplicate the bed with his billions of dollars and his own pillows so that he doesn't suffer the hardship of sleeping on... Oh, man, I'm not even going to finish. Anyway, go juice up, LeBron. Go juice up for Game 5. You know how this analyst talked about LeBron James's 41 minutes a game average and presented that in a deceiving manner by lumping in that overtime game. Well, let's do the same thing with his turnovers. LeBron James is averaging over 5 turnovers a game. Dude, that's hard for a team to get over when one player alone is messing up that badly. And as I break down the game film, this almost always turns into points for the other team. Like a direct correlation of LeBron's turnover, not only taking away the potential points for his team, but directly leading to points for the other team. 8 turnovers in back-to-back playoff games has to be a record. It's got to be a record, and it's something that should be talked about, should be remembered. Instead, it's getting thrown under the rug. We still talk about Nick Anderson picking Jordan's pocket. We're not going to talk about Reed Shepherd doing it to LeBron. We're not going to talk about 8 turnovers in multiple games in the playoffs. But we will remember to this day Nick Anderson picking Jordan's pocket. Let's bring it back to the real world again. I always think this helps put things into perspective. Let's imagine that it's your basketball team in your tournament, that you guys paid to be a part of this tournament, and it actually matters to you to win. And one guy on your team is load managing. Are you going to say, well, here's the excuse? Or are you going to say, hey, stop load managing or we're replacing you? You don't sit there and think about if the sky is purple or if he's age 41 or 67 or whatever it is that LeBron James fans have to come up with in order to excuse bad basketball. That's enough monologuing from Angry Old Hoops. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned. You know what? As much as I enjoy the support from the people who are already on my side, I hope some of you LeBron fans finally hear something that makes you go, oh shit. I have been duped, haven't I? In fact, we can apply this to what Max Kellerman says. His understanding of the game. Show it to me. Show it to me. Show me LeBron James's understanding of the game being better than Marcus Smart's. For every time LeBron James doesn't F up, I'll show you 2 times that he does F up. Max Kellerman then tries to glorify LeBron James admonishing teammates. Dude, no, LeBron doesn't do it the right way. LeBron James is notorious for making sure that the world sees his teammates' mistakes, for humiliating his teammates, anything to get people not to look at him. Anything to get the blame, the onus, the accountability that should be on him off of him. Max Kellerman, declarations are confessions, because LeBron James is always demoralizing his teammates. In fact, it's become one of the bigger themes on my channel. How often LeBron James just looks extremely disgusted. He makes sure the whole world sees that he's not happy with what's happening on the floor. He drops his shoulders, flops his arms at his side, rolls his head, drops his head. This is several times per game. And as if that wasn't bad enough, as if any teammate ever needs to see that bullshit. Half the time, it's after he effed up, and he just wants the world to look at someone else. I mean, this guy is as terrible of a teammate and human being as you could ever put into the limelight as a professional athlete. My 7 years of game breakdowns on this channel are not CGI, people. It's not AI, people. I'm not making up what I'm saying. Rather than declarations being confessions, my declarations are declarations based on footage that I've provided. Now, you can go and look at that, or you can continue to, for some reason, insist on being in this LeBron James cult. Let's fast forward past how many times LeBron James actually F's up, actually throws a bad pass instead of finding the open teammate, blows a layup, or blows an open jumper. Let's just skip past that for now so that we can address the few times that he actually does complete a play. Why do you think that these are amazing events? You really think that the NBA isn't filled with players who understand drawing a double and then passing? Are the people listening to this so unfamiliar with the game of basketball that you're impressed with the notion of passing when it's the right time to pass? And as far as driving when it's the right time to drive, according to who? Because LeBron James doesn't seem to have a very good understanding of the shot clock from the game breakdowns that I've been showing. And if he did, again, what would be amazing about that? These guys have been playing since they were children. A lot of them were coached well in college. In fact, I think we're starting to see a trend in the NBA that the closer to college age that they are, the more we can expect from them. And the longer they're in the NBA turning into divas, the less we can expect from them. Taking it to the hoop when it's time to take it to the hoop. Well, you're going to have to take Max and LeBron's word on that one, because I've seen quite a few times that he just puts his head down and completely misses the fact that there are open players and great scoring opportunities, and he just throws up some BS anyway. Is this the understanding that you're talking about, Max Kellerman? In so much that the NBA is so rigged for LeBron James, he can expect a bailout whistle, get the other team in foul trouble, go to the free throw line, which, you know, LeBron James would be much more dangerous if he could shoot above a C grade from the freaking charity stripe. That's embarrassing by itself. That's worth that. LeBron James's free throw issues is worth a documentary by itself. So back to Max Kellerman, because he does his own version of a Stephen A. Smith, being over the top dramatic in the delivery of his words, which aren't dramatic words, which aren't interesting words, which aren't intelligent words, which aren't insightful words, but you just say some ridiculous, basic BS in a dramatic manner, and unintelligent people And sorry, that's the vast majority of people out there. That's the vast majority of people breathing. They're going to hear all that drama and be like, whoa.